9 months ago, I dropped out of law school to pursue content creation full time. And I'm happy to say, I made it.
Now, a little caveat. I am a full-time content creator, but as you can see right now, it isn't for myself. It's actually for a brand that started in Calgary, and we do fitness equipment and anything regarding fitness, I would say. And it's called Bells of Steel. So I am a full-time content creator and social media manager for their socials. And right now, I'm on my way to work. But to be honest, work doesn't always feel like work for me because the days go by really fast. I'm doing what I like to do, and it's in a niche that I actually previously tried to start a YouTube channel for. So I did a lot of fitness stuff because I love fitness. I love being active, and I love learning more about fitness and helping other people be more fit. Like, that's something that I actually find enjoyable. So a lot of the times work doesn't really seem that bad. It's I'm mostly filming content for their social media, and they're also the personality at Bells of Steel is very lighthearted. We don't take ourselves too seriously, and lots of jokes, lots of memes, and a lot of experimentation, which I feel like really fits with my personality type. And also just the fact that I get to have a different job every day. I get to try and film something new every day. And the fact that I get to get the reps in overall is just like a plus for me, I think. Hope you guys will follow for in the life of a full-time content creator for a brand. This has been lunch every time I don't pack, and that's a lot of time. Finished another day. As you can see, my job is pretty chill. I get to play around with equipment, I get to try out little things, and just a lot of editing, filming, all things that I actually love to do. So the days go by pretty quick. I will say that my least favorite part about the job is the commute. And that doesn't have anything to do with the job itself, it's just what comes with being a 9-to-5er. And like I'll just listen to podcasts or listen to different types of like informative things because I don't really listen to music and I would much rather like learn something, but it also just feels like time in the car is sometimes just such dead wasted time that ideally I would be missing rush hour. Like the one great thing is that I'm scheduled from 8 till 4:30, so I actually don't hit like peak rush hour during the mornings, but during the times that I'm going home, I am hitting like pretty hard rush hour, so it takes an extra 10 to 15 minutes. If there was no traffic, I'm pretty sure like my commute would be like 15 minutes to here, but yeah, it is what it is. That's the life of a 9-to-5. I can't complain because everything else about the job is like perfect. So yeah, just gonna head home and then get ready for volleyball because I'm playing today. I'm absolutely obliterating my knees by playing volleyball like 3 times a week, but it's my like one and only hobby these days. So I've actually been using my breaks during work to like rehabilitate my knees and try and fit in some workouts because yeah, like I haven't been going to the gym. I haven't really figured out that schedule yet because balancing that with volleyball, it's pretty tough. So I'm trying to figure out what to do for workouts. I want to be hitting the gym at least 3 times a week in a perfect world, but I'm not sure if we're gonna get that many in. Well, no. Actually, like I'm making it a goal to get that many in. It's just a matter of finding like how and when and just kind of getting into the flow of work beforehand so that I'm not like trying to change too much at once because, you know, I need to get ahead with work so that I can actually like find a comfortable pace and so that I'm not like rushing. And a big part of that is actually because I'm headed to Korea. Before I got this job, I was like planning a trip to Korea just to get like medical stuff done. I wanted to get new lenses and new glasses, but that means I have 2 weeks off of work. And that means I need to have those 2 weeks covered before I go, or I'm gonna be working during my vacation. So really trying to get that, and that's like the big push for this next week because my trip is coming up in a week and a half. But I don't know, I'm not that stressed. There's also the person that worked previously here. He left a lot of good like usable footage and usable videos, so we have like a little backstock of those, and I'm planning on relying on some of those for memes because oddly enough, the memes are actually what I find to be like one of the more challenging bits of the job. You'd think that like memes are really easy to kind of just like pump out, but I actually find like the content where you're using the equipment or like showcasing it to be a little bit more easy to make. I don't know if that's just me, but I think it's also because like when you make memes, it feels like you're being judged based on your humor, and the humor is kind of like more personal to you. So maybe that's why I have trouble with the meme. Anyways, that's enough yapping. So I will talk to you guys when I get home to have some dinner. All right, so for dinner we got squash, some vegetables, and then we got some salmon cooking in there. Salmon has become one of our like go-to meals, I guess, because it's just so easy cooking it from frozen. And like that's one thing that we're trying to focus on, because cooking meals during the week is actually a little bit harder because we don't like have that much time, and I like to sleep early. And then we have volleyball. Like, I don't know, Haley's also almost playing 3 times a week, and I'm playing like 3 to 4 times a week. So it takes up a lot of time. We're trying to figure out some easy meals. This is one of them. So fitness has always been like a really big part of my life. I wouldn't call myself like a lifelong athlete, but I've always really enjoyed being active, and I'm always like active in some way, shape, or form, I think, throughout my entire life. But now that I'm actually pushing 30, I feel like there's things that I haven't noticed before. Like when I've been playing volleyball for the last, I think like 3 days. I've been playing 3 to 5 days a week. And it's really taking a toll on my knees. Like I've never had big issues. I think like, I've had some issues with my ankles. I think my joints are a little bit weak, but if you're squeamish, maybe don't listen to this, but I'm gonna like let you hear what my knee sounds like. Yeah, it's like cracking a lot, and I play middle for most of the days that I'm playing volleyball. So it's a lot of jumping, and I think I've just been like straining it. But because of that, I've actually been really trying to focus on like figuring out how I can get back to painless volleyball, because it's been getting worse and worse. And I think I finally found a solution, which is a lot of these like, not necessarily like stretching, but this is the one thing. It's just slowly being able to get lower into these like split squats. This one is one that's really been helping, and then also doing a lot of tib raises, just because, I don't know, I guess this is supposed to strengthen the tibs, which kind of helps stabilize the knee more, and it's not something that a lot of people focus on, and I've neglected for the majority of my life. And this final pose is probably like the thing that sussed me out the most, because I am not used to being in this deep of a position, especially for my knees. And even more than my knees being uncomfortable, I found that my ankles get really tense, like being this deep. But I'll start just kind of doing these kind of squats. A little ASMR of the knee again. But then as I warm up, I'll start trying to lean back as much as possible. If I'm able to, the reason I have it set up here is just so that I can really get into this position and kind of push up here. And I try and do like 5 of the hard ones, and then I'll finish up with at least 12 just like normal ones. And this is the move that actually I tried last night, because I was like looking at a bunch of videos and a lot of knees over toes stuff. I'm like thinking about buying the program, but I mean, I'm gonna try this, see how it is, and if it's actually gonna help me in the long term, like I'm okay just doing this. If not, we'll look at actually buying a program and seeing what that has to offer. But for now, this has made my knees feel better than they had. Like, I think the issue has been happening for a month-ish now, and this is the most relief I've found in the last month. So I'm gonna see if this helps out, because I just want to play volleyball stress-free, pain-free, and just be stressed about my skills and not pain. Getting old. Bye.